Can I cook frozen lobster tails without thawing them first?
Hello, seafood lovers. Today, we'll be tackling a question that you've likely encountered when preparing a gourmet meal at home. Can I cook frozen lobster tails without thawing them first? The answer might surprise you, so let's dive in and learn more about the best practices for cooking lobster tails straight from the freezer.
Can you cook lobster tails straight from the freezer?
Yes, you absolutely can. This might be contrary to the conventional wisdom that suggests thawing your seafood before cooking. However, you can cook frozen lobster tails without thawing them first. This approach can actually preserve the tenderness and flavor of the lobster meat, provided that the cooking process is carried out correctly.
How do you cook frozen lobster tails?
Cooking frozen lobster tails involves a few key steps that are slightly different than cooking thawed tails. Let's break them down. 1. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius. 2. Prepare the lobster tails. Using sharp kitchen shears, cut the top shell of the lobster tail lengthwise down the center, leaving the tail fan intact. 3. Bake the lobster tails. Place the tails on a baking sheet, cut side up, and bake for about 30 to 35 minutes, or until the lobster meat is opaque and firm to the touch. 4. Serve and enjoy. When they're done, serve the lobster tails with melted butter and a squeeze of fresh lemon juice for a perfect seafood feast.
Are there any disadvantages to cooking frozen lobster tails?
While cooking frozen lobster tails can be a convenient and quick way to prepare this tasty crustacean, there are a few potential drawbacks. The main disadvantage is that cooking from frozen can result in a slightly tougher texture compared to thawed lobster. Additionally, it can be more challenging to season the lobster meat effectively when it's frozen. In conclusion, yes, you can indeed cook frozen lobster tails without thawing them first. Although it has some potential drawbacks, it can be a handy technique when you're short on time or forgot to thaw your lobster tails in advance. However, to get the most succulent, flavorful lobster, thawing before cooking is typically preferred. Hopefully, this information helps you prepare your next seafood feast with confidence. Happy cooking!